Well, do you know, I don't know if you know this or if he talks about it, but at one point my dad was ready to go over to Iraq shortly before the Iraq War. So I don't know when, and Friedkin had been contacted or had contacted. I don't know why he was in touch with. Obviously, it must have been Saddam Hussein's government, and they were trying to start a film school or something in northern Iraq, and they wanted Friedkin and my dad to come to northern Iraq, and they were going to assist them setting up some sort of a film. This is obviously after the movie came out. After the movie came out, a film school in exchange for which they could do more. I don't know. I just remember my dad came really close to actually going to Iraq with William Friedkin and set up this thing. And then the Iraq War started.
Right.
But they were, I don't know whether it was Friedkin's idea and he wanted to film more in northern Iraq, or whether the Iraqi government had gotten in touch, or somebody in a film school, in Baghdad had gotten in touch with Friedkin. But it was Friedkin's idea, and he was trying to get my dad to go with him to promote this.
Mm-hmm.
And they must have expected something in exchange for it, maybe oil or something. And then it fell through, and the war came, and that was the end. But I know what it was. Northern Iraq wanted this to attract tourists, and they wanted to use the Exorcist as a draw, and they would take tourists.
Happen, though?
No, it didn't. I don't think it happened.
I thought it did.
I don't know. Okay, so I'm
maybe way later.
I don't know.
I'd have to look it up.
I'd love to go there sometime and see all this.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But the school portion, was that during the filming, or was that something that happened after the film?
The school? What do you mean?
When you said they were trying to set up a film school?
No, that was after. I'm talking about like many years after.
Okay.
Before the Iraq War,
right.
Just before the Iraq War, whenever that was. I can't remember
right.
now, during Bush, So that was like 30 years ago or something. I don't know.
Do you think your dad would have done that?
He wouldn't have set up a film school, but I think he was intrigued by the idea of going back to Iraq.
Right.
Because he had been there, like I say, in his 30s, traveling around the Middle East and to Jerusalem and so on. And so I think he was intrigued by the idea of going because, with his roots in Syria and Lebanon and